Hey, I'm back. I wanted to talk today about when you're in relationship with a Christian narcissist and after they do all the love bombing and all those great and magnificent things to get your heart, mind, and all of you, all of the above. In their eyes, you become their property. And you never even see that probably because you just so in love. You know, all you see is love. Um, but you really fail to see what's behind all of that. So in their mind, remember I said on one of the earlier recordings that when you do something for a Christian narcissist, they always want something in return. So now they did all this love bombing and they took you here and they fed you here and they bought you this and they, you know, you made them feel special in whatever kind of way. They didn't lack for anything. You brought them up some steps uh, because of maybe some things that you did. And so in their eyes, you're it. But in the Christian narcissist's eyes, their thinking is, she's my property now because I've invested in her and I've given to her and I've taken care of her. And she knows that I love her because I got her head and her heart now. And because of all these things that I did, because if I didn't love her and I didn't tell her all these sweet nothings and all these lies and all these promises and stuff, but she knows I love her because I done janked off a lot of money on her over the last 4 years, 5 years. So she know I love her. But in their little pea brains, they're thinking, you're my property. So you haven't seen the real me yet, but I'm going to manifest. And in that manifestation that comes, that's when the controlling and the manipulation starts to take place. It starts off real subtly. Like, oh, well, I only want you to do this because I love you and blah, blah, blah. And, you know. But the real deal is going to manifest and they're going to begin to control you in subtle ways. Whether it's your dress. Oh, how come you don't wear this? I think this will look better. You know, or your hair. I had those times when, you know, he wanted to do that, but it was like on the down low. But now as I look back, it's like, wow. So because in their minds, they think that you're my property. I bought you. You came with a cost, but I paid for you. So now you owe me. And whatever I want you to do, however I want you to think, however I want you to feel, whatever I want you to say, how high I want you to jump, I expect you to do that. When I need you there is to stroke me, tell me how good I am, build me up, I need that. I need you to do that. Because you belong to me now. You're my property. And we all know that manipulation and control is what? It's a form of witchcraft. Okay. And so, but those Christian narcissists, they get to the place where their spirits are so, their thinking is off. First of all, because remember I said in the earlier scope, God is in second place. They're in God's place. So they believe that they're God. They believe they can figure out any problem. They got an answer for everything because Christian narcissists in their little pea brains think that they know it all. They're God, really. So you just got to come to me and I got an answer for you. I can tell you exactly how to do it. You ain't got to go to God. You ain't got to have no relationship with God. Because I got an answer for everything. And then I can get in that Bible and I can twist it and turn it and make you fall back in line. Because I own you like that. You my property. I paid for you. And then it gets to the place in that type of relationship where your 2 cents really don't mean nothing. Because a Christian narcissist he wants to make all the decisions. And even if you give your 2 cents, he's going to shoot it down. Because his 2 cents and ideas are way much better than yours. Because in reality, in their head, you don't really know anything. I'm the only one that knows. So that's what they do over the years. They chip down at your self-esteem. Make you think that you don't know. You start questioning yourself and your input. But that's where they want to have you, because in their eyes, you're my property. I'm going to shape you. I'm going to mold you. I'm going to make you into the little puppet I need you to be. You will conform. If you don't conform, I'm going to make you feel like that the love that I should just automatically give to you, you don't deserve it. And everything else that I do for you, you don't deserve it. And if I do it for you, you better be glad. And you're lucky that I'm doing it, because I'm God. And I don't have to give you attention. I don't have to give you affection. I don't have to spend time with you. I don't have to sexually be involved with you. I'm doing you a favor. Because I own you. All you're supposed to do is sit there, look pretty for me, stroke me, tell me how good I am to you, how good I make you feel. Take care of me. To the place that whenever I get into some trouble, whether it's financially, whatever, couldn't pay a bill, whatever, you need to be there for me. But it's something about when you're in a relationship with a Christian narcissist. You tend to remember what they did and how kind they were to you in the beginning. And so then when they begin to manifest on who they really are in the middle, your brain, it puts your mind in a spin, because you're trying to be like, okay, he's really not this person I'm seeing manifested. Who is this? He's really this nice person that was in the beginning when he did all these nice things for me. And that's what keeps you going. You're like chasing. You're going in a circle. Because when the real narcissists begin to manifest, and they're mean, and they're selfish, they're hateful, they're devious, they're always hustling, trying to figure out something for their advantage on your game. Christian narcissists will use you till they use you up, as long as they can look good. They don't care how they do it. If it comes with abuse, if it comes with shame, disrespect, they don't care. They're only concerned about the end result turning out for their gain. And this is how, when a person is in that type of relationship, you don't know how deep you are in it and how demonic all of this was, but how you were all wrapped up in that, but you didn't see it because it was all laced in so-called love. Ugh. And so a lot of us, we miss it because we're in it and we think these people love us. But they've checked out a long time ago. Right now, they're just in using mode. They're using you. Because there were situations in my life where he would do things financially and get himself in trouble. And I was right there to pick up the pieces. Things weren't taken care of. And I was right there to take up the pieces. Now, this is the same person that's manifesting now, controlling and manipulating. But because of now the mind stuff that's going on. And the heart stuff that's going on. It didn't even make any sense to myself while I was in it. But now since I'm out of it, I'm like, wow. But I was that wrapped up in it. I was so engulfed in it for so many years that I didn't even see all the control he had over me. All the manipulation he had all over me. All the witchcraft I was sitting up underneath. Didn't even see that. Because with a Christian narcissist too, when they get in trouble, I don't care what it is, financially, emotionally, whatever, they always looking for somebody to get them out. They're always expecting someone to bail them out. And in most cases, either they're weak-minded friends or even the person they're tagged with will come to their defense and get them out of that. And that's their MO. Their mindset is, when I get in trouble, I ain't got to worry about it. I just got to go over here, go over here. They'll help me get out. And then they'll come out looking like a rose. But see, nobody ever saw the other part, that all these people in the background was the one helping them get out of stuff that they had got into. Because they're not grown enough or mature enough or manly enough to handle their own business. So they use these women, nice women with big hearts, nice God-fearing women with big hearts. They'll just keep using you. And while they're using you, they're abusing you. And they're lying on you. Under the shade tree. Tearing you down. In front of everybody that has a level of respect for you. In front of your family, in front of your friends, in front of the church people. Tearing you down on the down low as if you're the rotten apple. And they're the best piece of food in the world. Stop. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I don't even know how people can do it if you don't really have a relationship with Christ in your life. It's difficult to be able to see all that. Because they play so many games with your mind and your heart. And it'll put you in a spin. Because you keep telling yourself, no, this person loves me. They wouldn't do that to me. But in reality, they are doing it to you. And if you look at every scenario of that, it's always for their selfish gain. So a Christian narcissist is a very self-evolved person, very selfish person that think the world evolves around them and only them. They're God. They put themselves in God's spot. Okay. So that's the real deal. But then they put on a fake mask of Christianity. And they go through the motions. So they learn the lingo. They learn the dance. They learn the walk. They learn to talk. And what makes it even more toxic is when they get that Bible. They learn that word. And they fooling people left and right. And so many church people are falling for it because, well, he know the word. That doesn't mean Lucifer knew the word too. But he got so prideful and beside himself that God kicked him out of heaven. So it doesn't matter if a person knows the word. Are they living and applying that word to their everyday life? Do you see the fruits of the Spirit manifested in their life? Now, don't get it wrong. Some Christian narcissists even got that down to a T. In front of the church folk, family, and friends, they're the nicest person you ever want to meet. They'll go out of your way and they'll do anything for you. But at home, it's a different story. They're not providing. They're not taking care of their homes. They're letting houses go into foreclosure. They're letting cars be repoed. I went through all that. And I was married to a Christian narcissist. And while bills fell to the ground and things wouldn't get paid, I was the one that stepped up to the plate and did that. Was that right or wrong? I just looked at it, we were one. But now in hindsight, I should have allowed him to do that. But he would never step up to the plate like that. That's what I'm saying. A Christian narcissist will use you whatever way you let them, or whatever way they choose to, while they're on their way to heaven. So that's just another segment. When you connect yourself or allow Christian narcissists to connect themselves to you, your mind, your heart and your mind, and they do all this stuff for you in the beginning, in their eyes, you're their property. You belong to them. Your dress, your talk, every and anything about you, it belongs to them. You don't belong to yourself anymore. You belong to me. You better do what I tell you to do, and you better do how I tell you to do, and you better dress, you better do it. And whatever I have need of from you, most definitely it's going to be to satisfy me. And if you don't conform to continue to keep satisfying me, I'm already out there being unfaithful to you anyway, getting my next victim set up to hurt her heart. Now with the Christian narcissist, when they finish using you, they really just kind of throw you away like you're trash. Like whatever, I already got my other life over here going on. What? And you're a Christian? That's straight from the pit of hell. But that's what I came up out of. And it's real. So don't think that it does not happen in the church. No, he would. Yes. It would. And I wouldn't even be sharing what I went through if these were all lies. I'm too afraid of God to do that. But it's true. So I want to just let other women know. No. Don't get me wrong. There's women narcissists too. So it's not just men. So men also need to be careful also in the church. And this type of treatment here that I came out of, I would have expected it in the world because they don't know Christ. It just catches you by surprise when it happens to you in a church from a God-fearing man. That's the crazy part. But it does happen. So please be careful because everybody is wanting to get married these days. And I definitely want a God-fearing man. And man, it would be good if he had a title. You better know that God sent him to you. And not be so caught up in how he look, what he driving, the shoes he wear, the watches. You'll get caught up. Because you went looking for the wrong things and what was really in him was not of God. And that's all you'll have is just a bunch of materialistic stuff and a bunch of demonic craziness. But you'll be married. You'll be married. And miserable. And tormented. Wait on God. Wait on God. Wait on God. And there's times I wish I could have did things better. I didn't know. But now I know. So I want to share it with the next generation so I can help the next generation. So it's not like I don't know what I'm talking about. I can help who's ever listening out here if you want the help. If you don't want the help and you think you know it all, then I'll allow you to go through your journey and have to go through all that unnecessary stuff. And these men are smooth. These ones in these last days, they are smooth. They got at least 5 to 6 women per one man. And Isaiah said that would happen. Up to 7 women per one man. And all that woman wanted was their name. Didn't even want the man to really take care of them. So I mean, these men are doing exactly what the Word of God said that would happen. But the sad part is, these are church men. These are men, so-called men that's supposed to be in the church. That's the sad part. And the next sad part is that It's happening in the church and everybody act like they don't see it. Which that's another YouTube. So we won't go there. So women, please be careful. Please be careful. Let God send you that man for real. Tell God what you want and wait on God. And then know that you know that you know that that man came from God. Because he went to God first before he got to you. But please don't go picking them out. Too many false prophets out in the land that's taking a lot of these good women for a ride of their life. Some of them make it out and some of them may not. Some of them may be sitting in crazy institutions. Some have now to go get counseling because of what a so-called God-fearing man did to them. The devil is a liar. So let me give you the information you need so you'll know. You won't be out there like me. I didn't know. I didn't know that cruel people were out there like the ones I was attached to. I didn't know. I mean, that's, I guess, how naive I was, so sheltered I was. But I've never seen evil people. I don't know. I just gave everybody the benefit of the doubt, especially the ones in church. But this was an eye-opener for me. And they have learned me about God's people. That everybody that comes in those churches ain't of God and don't love God for real. And if they can tag themselves with you to use you up, and then to break you, tear you down, and throw you away, that's exactly what they'll do. And they'll move on to the next God-fearing woman. Or they'll move on to the next little innocent girl. Wait on God. That's all I have on this one. I pray that something was said. And until next time, blessings and the peace of God remain with you.